'Tis me, Zen. There's you. I was inspired to do this video by a few people, and it would be, what do you want to know? Ask me anything. It's pretty apparent that I know a little bit about stuff and things. And if you'd like to, you can ask me a question. Might not be the most pertinent, best answer, but it'll be pretty good, I think. It's a game show. Hi. Hopefully the wind doesn't catch the phone and knock it over. And hopefully during this whole session here, someone will go and play that piano, because I can just play a few chords, but a lot of people know how to play that thing. Have you seen it? I'll show it to you. So someone's gonna walk up there and play that thing in a second. I think. No, I don't think. I have a hard time thinking. I just know stuff. Thinking and knowing is different. It's like believing. You can't believe things. I don't believe anything. Belief is for the faint-hearted. It's a knowledge-based system. Knowing. To know something is way different than believing something. You can believe anything you want. To know something implicitly, intrinsically. What should I drink right now? Hey, let's drink with the llamas. I told you. I got these really cool beers today. Where are they at? Get over here. Get over here, little crazy little llama. So check it out. They have these llama beers, and you guys already know that I'm very fascinated with alpacas and llamas. The difference between the alpaca and the llama, apparently, is that llamas are a little bigger and they spit at you, and alpacas are a little smaller and they're a little more polite. I like alpacas, but if we gotta play llama games, let's go. Let's see what happens here. What do we have here? It's from Mississippi, Biloxi. Somebody did Biloxi. It's a bold, bright, sparkling with a sweet. What is this? What is going on? Oh, it's a muscadine. Are you guys familiar with muscadine grapes? I don't know if you can see me well here because I can't really see if anybody's commented anything here. But a muscadine grape? Oh, this is going to be so good. I already know it. You gotta smell. Oh, you know what it smells like? Do you know the? I don't know where you grew up, but you ever had a grape? You ever had a purple drink, like a grape drink, like the little Huggies, the little boxes that were normally like it was like a 4 ounces of sugar water. And it had the grape smelling flavor. So it's kind of like when you were a kid, you always thought that wine would taste like this, the smell of a Jolly Rancher or something. And its taste is impeccable. Oh, these are my new thing. These have to, hey, whoever's making these, Fly Llama Brewing, whoever's making these, yo, send these to New Orleans. Send them all to my favorite store. You already know I live. Yeah, this shit is gorgeous. It has like a champagne kind of bubble. Are you familiar with the champagne yeast? It gives the tiny little bubbles that gives you that little tickly nose, and it's like New Year's or something. How do champagne companies stay in business? Because no one's buying champagne. I mean, other than this is the champagne. See, champagne of beers. So the champagne comes from a specific region in France. You can't really call anything just because it's sparkling wine. You can't call it champagne, right? But this right here, with the muscadine. Ugh, this might be one of the best beverages I've ever had the delight of putting it in my mouth. Fucking gorgeous. It's a balmy 75 degrees. City Park, bugging out, just rocking and rolling. And I must say, this is, if I had money to invest, I'd invest it into this company. See, some people might, like, if they ever gave me, like, money for promoting their beer or their seltzer. It's a seltzer, by the way. You'd be like, oh, you were doing this all the time. No, I'm just telling you. I just bought this at the store. Oh, God. That shit is dope. So, as people as people show up, if you have any questions, I can provide you with a hilarious, but it will be articulate and also probably near the truth answer. You know, if you ask me about certain flowers and aromas, I could tell you about how they interact with your being, and if you consume certain substances, like a tomato, it'll make your heart healthier. If you consume a walnut, it'll make your brain more smarter. If you consume oddly enough, a kidney bean. What do you think a kidney bean does for your body? It'll heal your kidneys. You talk about food signatures, whatever. I mean, if nobody shows up, I'm just gonna go play the piano by myself. It'll be awful, I'm sure. You should try this one time in your life. Just sit down and make an attempt to see what you're seeing while hearing what you're hearing and smelling at the same time. It's a synesthetic quality. Like I could hear that bird over there. It's a great over there. I don't know what bird it is, and I'm looking at these yellow and red flowers, and I'm smelling the aroma of the green grass that's around me. It's yeah, you gotta take in those senses, and also somehow tasting the flavor of this, which is, you know, it's a tangible thing. Do it all at once. Once you can do that, there's life. Most people, when they're looking at something, they're only looking, or if they're listening to something, they're only listening. If they're smelling something, they're just smelling. They're not absorbing reality as it is, which is a whole bunch of senses. So your senses are, I guess you could say, sevenfold, which would be 2 ears, 2 eyes, your nostrils, and your mouth. Those are your senses. Or your mouth would be equivalent to your tactile functions of your hands. So it's like a feeling. As we've explored before, feelings and emotions are way different. Your feelings are what happens in the immediacy. Your emotions are what you think about those feelings. Maybe it tells you different, doesn't understand that. Here's the immediacy. There's the birds, there's the colors, there's the sound, and there's the taste and the touch that you have. It's like a glorious day. No clouds in the sky at all. And I must reiterate this and be very redundant on saying this is my new favorite thing. This is literally my new favorite thing ever. I'm going to some people have like a hyper focus on being like, I'm gonna have to have this every day. They eat their chicken nuggies every day. They get obsessed. They have OCD. I don't have that. I'm not very obsessive. I like what I like when I like it. But this right here, I could probably be somewhat obsessed over because it's that delicious. What's up, my man, Far? What are you doing? We are currently hanging in City Park, and enjoying the llama. And I'm betting on something here. I don't bet on things because if you bet, you lose. I have knowledge that someone's going to come and sit at this piano and play in a second. That's what I'm looking for. That's my expectations. As they say, if you expect to win, you win. If you expect to lose, you lose. I expect someone to come and play this piano in a second. We'll see. What time is it? Like 12:30, 1 o'clock? Let's see. It's 1 o'clock on the dot. Boom. And so, feel free. Yeah. Oh shit. You're fucking damn right about that. Yeah. I woke up like sort of. You ever those days you wake up and you're drunk and hungover and high, but you slept well, and then you're like, well, let's go about the day. Yeah, pretty much. So this is beer number 2. Not even. And also, it's like if you breathe in, if you like, have you ever smelled a flower and you got high on it? I remember this one day I was walking around the middle of the city. It was in the city, which is like, so you think of a city and you think of landscapes of brick and mortar and concrete, and there's no flowers, there's no trees. Well, New Orleans is not like that. And there was this garden bed in front of I forget what store it was in front of, but it was just like in the middle of the city. You know what I mean? You wouldn't see it, and it was this most delightful smell that I could smell from like 50 feet away, and I walked over to it. And this is like a random day, like a bunch of us are hanging out. I was like, oh my gosh, I need to smell this. And I walked over and I smelled it, and my eyes rolled back in my head. And I'm not drunk, I'm not high. It was just like a normal morning, and I walk over there and I smell it. It was like it wasn't thyme. It was one of those green herbs that you put on like chicken or maybe in a potato soup. What the hell is it called? Anyways, it was so intense that I fucking jumped out of my body. Like I was beside myself with how good it smelled because it was so joyful. Now I'm thinking of the name of I'm trying to find the name of the herb. It's kind of a hardy. It's kind of, what the hell is the name of it? This should be so easy. Like if I had to go, if I was like a chef in a kitchen, and I was like, hey, go get me the thing, and I couldn't remember the name, I was like, oh no, it's I could go through all of the green herbs, and I can't think of the name of this one. I can see it, and funny enough, I can see it and I can smell it right now. I can smell it. This is part of synesthesia and how your brain functions. Like you don't, like, remember in the Matrix when they say your body doesn't know the difference between what is actually occurring and what your brain signals are telling you. Like so you can image something. As I'm seeing everything around me, I can still smell this particular herb because it put me in a different place. It was wait, who else is in here? Sorry if I have to do this thing because I can't really see this. Tarragon? Yeah, it's in that family. It's not tarragon. You're close. You're close. You're getting there. You're getting there. It's a very specific one that it grows everywhere. It's sharp, needly things, and if you have you ever tried to chop it up to put it on something, it goes everywhere. It's a very dense. It's definitely a dense herb. It's not like cilantro, or it's not like that. It's tarragon is close. And who is this? Calum Barker? What are you doing here? What's going on? Semen retention. Are we gonna do it? Do we have to do this talk how many times? I've done this talk 1,000 times, but we'll get into it. Let me see how to explain this. Let's dial it into the most plain way of speaking. If you hold your semen all of the time, when you go into the dream world, you'll have a wet dream. If you've read any of the major works, like Bible or all of those holy books, they say, come forth and spread the seed, right? Now we have to understand spreading the seed, and also how do you obtain and possess and empower the seed. And at what point does it would be called the gong. Okay, here's another way of looking at it. The gong. You have to hit the gong. You have to hit it. What is people are going to come up and wait to hear the sound, to have that feeling? You can't just hold on to it forever. So there's obviously, as an adult male, you don't masturbate every day all the time. It's ridiculous. But sometimes, like, shit. Hey, I mean, what are you doing? Like, what are you waiting? What are you waiting for? Is that a good way of explaining it? I'm all for. It's like if I had knowledge, it would be like, hold on to that knowledge, don't spread it. That would be the faulty form of masonry, to always zip your lips and never say a word and do that shit, right? So you have to get enough knowledge to know when to spread it. So your seed is. I'm not going to say the words that you want me to say, because that's a bunch of dorks saying it, because they go, oh, women are very attracted to me now that I don't masturbate. I'm like, well, how do they know you don't masturbate? And if you ain't masturbating and you're not having sex with them, but they love you now because you've told them that. So they're like, oh, because they want you to extract. They want to extract the seed out of you. You see that? You see that what just happened? It's a foolish endeavor. You should do what you want when you want to do it, with certain you have to have qualifiers. It's called qualifiers. Like right now, like, okay, I've seen a dude jerking off on a bus in New York City. You know what I mean? Okay, that's ridiculous. And I've also seen people that sat there. I'm holier than thou, and I will never spread my seed. Like, what? It's like be efficient and proficient and exuberant in the way that you allow your glory to be spread. Hold on to it. Like, I'm not gonna get, if I had $1 million in my pocket right now, you think I'm just gonna go hand these people money? No. But somebody might need it. Somebody might deserve it. It's all about you find where to put it. You put the seed where it needs to be put. Sometimes it's in a sock. Sometimes it's in your wife. Sometimes it's in your lover. Sometimes it's like on the wall. I don't know. Or you can just like, oh, you edge on it. You just and that's the Taoist practice of the inner cycle of joy. But are you gonna inner cycle your joy and not spread that joy? No, is that concise enough? Was that fun? Was that a good? What's up, Inferno Earth? Amanda, how to raise iron levels? Okay, let's do that one. All right, here's a reiteration, a reverb of an old talk that I've done on iron. I don't I don't believe in it. It's like not believing that it's like realizing the idea of a Christ is a crossing and that Jesus was just an idea, and I don't believe in these things in the sense that, like, I know iron exists, but let's look at it from a different vantage point. The movie Iron Man was about a human that covered themselves in iron and put a heart in their body because their body wasn't functioning right, so they could live forever. But in the end, if you, I'm not, spoiler alert, he dies in the end, right? Iron rusts. Do you understand if you're taking oxygen, what it oxidizes things. So if you have iron somewhere, it oxidizes, it eats apart, and it makes your blood red. My blood is not red; it's green and purple. Cut me, see what happens. I don't know why you'd want to cut me. That's weird, but like the fluid in your body is supposed to be gold, probably. It's supposed to be towards the color of neutral yellow, white, gold. But then we put so many things in our body that because we breathe and our lungs oxidize all of the metals, and iron is a big one. So Iron Man is the idea of the Iron Age. I don't live in the Iron Age. The gold does. Hear me now. Gold doesn't rust. Iron does. Why would I want iron in my body? Should I say that again? Did you get that? What would you put in and on your body? Iron? You're going to put iron all over your skin? Or would you put gold on your skin? Would you be plated in gold? Silver works just as well. Copper is really good. It has a different type of, it bleeds blue. So when it rusts, it's not rusting because the blue that comes out of the copper is different than the rust that comes. Like, you wouldn't drink if you had iron pipes through your house to give you water. You wouldn't drink that water, but you have copper pipes. And this is why, if you look into the cultures, especially the India and all this, they always have a copper vessel. So they have the copper vessel to clean the water, and then the upgrade to that is if you work in a hospital or you're a vampire, you'll use silver. Silver is an antibacterial because of all the bacteria. So you could have silver pipes, but that's expensive because there's way more copper, right? But we can use copper and silver. So what is the three things? Copper, silver, and gold. Isn't that 1, 2, and 3? First, second, third. So you would use copper because it's plentiful and easy to come by. And then if you were rich enough, you would use silver. Well, you come from a silver spoon. Silver spoon means you could put anything on a spoon and it will kill all the bacteria and you can consume it. And gold would be a level up. Yeah. Hey, Kaylin Barker. You know what's funny is I went to the store today, and as soon as I got to the checkout line, I didn't realize it until I just set down everything. I was like, all I have is liquid. That I'm just buying liquid. That's all I got. I got a bunch of beers. I got a Yoo-hoo, if you don't know what that is, because somebody the other day was like, "Who buys this shit?" I was like, "Motherfucker, I do." It's delicious. What's wrong with Yoo-hoo? Nothing wrong with Yoo-hoo. It's funny. It's a funny drink. I got some espresso and beers, yeah. Hey, Ninja, the range of motion issues, yes. I'm working on that right now. You know, I told you I broke my foot the other day, and I'll show you guys pictures. I can almost walk on it again. Under a week, I've healed a broken foot. I'll show you the pictures. My foot was twice the size of my other one. I could barely put my sandals on. But I was like, well, it's not broken. It's healed. Yeah, mainly range of motion issues. Look into Kelly Starrett. Listen closely. I'll send you the book. Kelly Starrett. And it's called Supple Leopard. Becoming a Supple Leopard. And you can watch his stuff on YouTube. And for me, he's the top of all things when it comes to range of motion and flexibility and strength, and that's the dude. Oh no, hey Caleb. The fact that you're not, that's hilarious. Because if you don't know, there's about 3,956 videos that I have on lock and key at this point. Ding dong. Sit down and play that thing. What are you doing? Don't walk by. Well, I had to take them down because some of the things I was saying the sensors and whatever the algorithms, they didn't like what I was saying, so I put them all in lock and key. So now I only have a few hundred videos on here. And this by the way is my backup channel. So my other channel is so this is Zen Alchemist. The other one is Zen-Atman. That's me. This was the first channel I started, but then I just started using the other one afterwards, and then that one was just yeah. So look up that, and if you have any questions, I'll re-release videos occasionally. Caleb, and let's see what else there. So if you see me doing this, it's because the sun is behind me and it has a glare on the screen.
Okay, we wait 15 minutes for pickup, or 7 minutes for pickup?
Yeah. Oh, it's they're not short videos, which is, you know, people want me to do like 10-minute videos of something. I'm like, I can't explain what you need me to explain to you in 10 minutes. Like, I could tell you, like, don't do that. Like, that's easy. Like, don't do this, do this. I'll do it in 2 seconds. I'll tell you what the fuck's going on. But, like, then you need an explanation. And so if I give you an explanation, it's going to take a while because I have to people have queries into why. And I'm like, if I got 100 students in my class, they're going to have 100 different, why is that? Why is that? Why is that? Hey, the 6-hour drunken masters. It's a curtain for my lips. Hey, what up, yo? What up, Lioness? If I have to call you that now, rather than by your other names. Yeah, it is. I told you, I only occasionally trim any of this. I got tired of it a while ago. It just seemed like the only thing that I feel like trimming is my fingernails. Okay, so here, you want an explanation of the male female dynamic and the gender stupid bullshit that's going on these days? Okay, bitch, grow me a beard. Men grow beards. The only people that don't have beards are women and children. Correct or incorrect? Show me a woman that can just grow a beard and then you're a man. I don't care if you get a dick installed. I don't care if you cut your tits off. I don't care what you do. You're not a man. And find me a man that somehow doesn't grow a beard and doesn't have to go through a bunch of like scientific, let's strap him with this and cut this off and like, I don't care what you say, like grow a beard. Grow a beard then. Why would you shave it? It seems like why are you gonna take a knife to your own fucking throat? It doesn't make sense. If you have a death wish, then just get it over with, you know. Like this here is like, this is lovely. Like look at all this. Look at it. It's even goofy curly over here. And I will remind you though, if anybody here wants to, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, it's in the description box beneath. Y'all can buy me some of this or something else, or you can donate to anybody. Just put it in the description box. If I'm hanging out with somebody that play music, just say it's for the musician. Or if I'm hanging out with like a crackhead, like buy him some crack, I'll buy him some crack. I mean, I'm not gonna actually buy him the crack, but I'll give him money for his habits. So my habit is entertaining people and educating them. And if you want to, my name is on Cash App is the best. $sign TSAR and then capital XEN, TsarXen, like Tarzan, but with an X, capitalized X. Same thing on the other. What's the other one that I use? Oh, PayPal. That's one. Yeah, try that. And you can buy me these awesome llama beers. These shits are fucking. If you guys find this, seriously, fucking go get this. It's muscadine seltzer. How the hell? Yeah, it is. Yeah, I keep. Hey, Suntug, what's up? I keep saying beer because I've been drinking beer, and I think if it's in a can, it's a beer, but it's a seltzer. But it's really good. I'm not. I don't. White Claw is It's fine. Like if you handed me a White Claw, I wouldn't make fun of you. I'd be like, well, there's alcohol in there. Hermaphrodites. Oh, okay. Hey, hey, Ninja. It's so funny. I am in no way at all, zero ways putting you off. It's like when you email me, I get the email like way later because I don't check my email all the time, and then I'll email you back and then text you later. Like however we chatted before, did we chat on Skype or on one of those other things? Just hit me up on there. If I answer it, I answer it. But I mean, I'm not putting you off. That's. I just thought it was a funny thing because you're like, hey, I need your help with something, and then you were like, oh, I'll talk to you tomorrow. And I was like, oh, cool, I'll do a show, and. Yes, TSA. Hey, make sure you capitalize the X and Zoom. Yeah. Oh, that's how we did it. Zoomies. That's right. Yeah, we can do Zoom too. You got to capitalize the X on that one. What's up, Denise Franenson? What are you doing? And you know what else I have in here that I have to drink, like after this? Are you guys ready for this? Let me see what I got here. Hold on. Yes, I told you, I fucking told you it will happen. Ready? Yes. I'm not gonna put him on camera yet, but I told you. Oh, please continue. Please continue. I'm begging you. I'm begging. I don't beg often, but thank you so much. Wow. You know what's funny? A little while ago, I'm talking to my friends over here. I was like, someone's gonna sit down and they're gonna know what they're doing and they're gonna play that piano.
Well, this is a park.
It is, and you're park your ass on that seat. Park your. It's not that. Oh, touche. Yes, good one.
I saw you listening to the sax guy earlier.
It's always Saturday wherever I am.
All right, man.
Yeah,
Hey,
thank you. The rock on, man. So I told you, idiots. I told you what happened. All right, let's see. Here's what you get now. Boom. All of the otter reindeer. Look at this. Look at this shit. All of the otter reindeer. It's a winter ale, so I don't know why it's here right now. I guess it's probably like leftovers, but whatever. Pontoon Brewing. I am all about this. Is this the same company that did this shit right here? No, this is different. All right, I'm gonna show you again. The otter reindeer. We drinking this next. Come on, he just played Saturday. Wait, nice beer. Fuck the beer. Did you hear the tunes? That was so good. See, isn't that like when you finally get to kiss someone, but then nothing more happens afterwards? You're like, just not tonight. You're like, oh, he was banging out on those keys, man. I did tell you. Yes, puns are awesome. I frequently I make an attempt not to use them. If one's available, I walk away from it. I don't like puns. I mean I love them when they're used correctly, but I think they're it's kind of like a meme when they get overused to the point where it's just like redundant and you go, okay, dad joke bullshit. Like here, you want a dad joke? Shit, I don't have any because I don't have any kids, so. Got no dad jokes. But I got a joke about your grandmother. Probably. I don't know where I'm gonna go with that. I just buried myself there. Grandma jokes. You can't joke about anybody's grandmother. I mean, where do you go with that? Like, she's probably already dead, and she's got saggy titties, and then you could get into all that, and that's gonna get really dark real quick, and people are like, what are you talking about? Yep. Mr. Mannion. Mr. Mannion. Well, okay. These is what we are drinking today, and you need to find these. This is we're gonna do like the what is it? Is it called geocaching? Geocaching. Find these beers. This one is fucking outstanding, and this one I'm about to crack. All of the otter reindeer. I'm so excited to drink this because the can is awesome, and the otter reindeer. Come on. You got llamas and reindeers. Told you. Let's get it started. Hey, Caleb, you wish for a beer with me? Here I am. Have a beer. Drink a beer. Let's go. I know this is not a beer. This is a seltzer, but it's a muscadine seltzer. That I'm a fucking big fan of. I'm probably... Hey, look it. I know y'all don't know me that well. Some of you are very new here. I want to go buy the rest of these at the store. They had a different variety of the same company, but it was a different flavor. And they have like maybe like 5-6 packs left, and they were like $10 a piece. So if you guys want to donate, so I can go get those, and I can get drunk and entertain y'all. That's the cost of doing business. It's the if you want to be entertained, instead of like to get into the show, what you have to do is get me drunk first. You invite me and get me drunk, and I'll entertain you. It's pretty much the thing, and enlighten you. I might know some things. What's up, David Mannion? What are you doing? The energy exchange, yes. I mean, for all the energy I've put out into the world, I should be a multi-zillionaire. Like, in reality, like Elon Musky Sloan, whatever the hell he is, like he's the richest man in the world. I don't think so. I think I'm worth well more than him. I'm more entertaining. And I wouldn't steal Tesla's ideas of giving free things away and selling it. It'd be like selling a popsicle to somebody in goddamn Alaska. Like, get out of here. Hey, can you sell like a ketchup popsicle to a man in white gloves or some shit? You remember that one? How do people listen to that fucking guy? He sounds like a goddamn computer robot. When you ever see him answer a question, he's like, "Joe Rogan, is that weed?" And the way he smoked it, he was like, "Is this weed?" I was like, "What's wrong with you, dude? How are you on there and you never what? You never come on. Like didn't Bill fucking the president guy, was it Clinton? Didn't he say he smoked weed but not really, didn't have, or was that the wannabe black guy with his wife that is actually a dude? Come on. Like, it's all a fucking game show out here. Welcome to the real world. Large amounts of Guinness. Okay, well, you enjoy your Guinness. I'm gonna enjoy the muscadine. It is really so good, but I'm gonna crack into this. Ready? Otter reindeer, and we're gonna find out what this is. Okay. Okay. Off the top, it's it's definitely very, very sweet. It is. There is a Christmas essence to it. Hold on. Yep. Okay. It's going to be super heavy. I don't know. I think it's going to be too sweet for me to finish. So I might not drink this whole thing. But let's see. Oh. It's... Actually... The aroma is sweeter than the taste. It's kind of... What up, crow? You hear the crow? Yeah. I dig it. Actually, yeah. It's not as dark as most winter ales. It's not as sweet. And there is... I mean, it's a very dark brown beer. It's not as smooth as Guinness because there's a little bit of bite to it, but yeah, I can fuck with this. Okay, I got two really good beers today. both in the sweet category and because I'm a retard. Here, can you say retard if you're referring to yourself? I'm a gay faggot retard. Can I say that? Is that okay? I'm talking about myself. Could I even use a hard R here? Ah, come on. I can only use that word around my melanated friends. Anyways, my point was, I'm such a retard. I'm gonna crack this open just to cut the sweetness of both of those. Let's get cuckoo out here. How often do I clean my temple? What practice do I have in a daily, if you have any in motion? My practice is daily. My practice is not practice, it's a profession. I don't like, if it reminds me of, here I'll explain it this way. It reminds me of, if I'm hungry I eat, if I'm tired I sleep. If you're gonna sit, don't shake your legs, you know, that kind of thing. I don't know. I get out of bed, and some days I will not look at my phone and I'll just go right back into my dream world. Some days I'll pick up my phone and check my messages. I don't know, man. I think my only meditation, the only thing I do is attempt. I make an effort to treat people kindly. That's about it. And if I eat, I eat. If I don't, I don't. Most times I'm not hungry. I'm thirsty. I think the only practice I have is most days I'll get a beer. I don't really need to eat. Like, food is like, could you imagine being as fucking like this? I don't even eat. Like, how is it people are like, oh, you need this many calories, you need to eat this food, and I'm like, B, I can put weight on. I'll box you in a 165 pound weight class and whoop your ass, and I ain't eating for 2 weeks. Like, I could be 140 pounds. I could be 180 pounds. I don't know. I don't do anything to do that. I'm just like, eh. I play with ducks. Like, one of my main focuses in life is my music, and that's I stole that from someone. If you know who I stole that from, then you know something. Yeah, you know, it's just like what exists other than what I'm experiencing, and I just go about it that way. I don't know. Like, sometimes I shower 3 times a day. Sometimes I won't shower for 3 weeks. Sometimes I comb my hair. Sometimes I, you know, I don't know, man. There's not really a pit and a pat to things. Like, there's an organized rhythm to what I do, certainly, but you can't really explain it. Yeah, eating is, if you really understood the depths, is that right? The depths of why we have mouths. It's to speak, to make language. The tonality that comes out of our lungs through our the trumpet of God. You know the trumpet of God? There's, like, the reason a trumpet is, it's made off of the way we speak, and it comes out through where our teeth are. Our teeth are not to chew on things. They're not semiconductors. They're piezoelectric. They're piezoelectric parts of our skeletal system. Okay, they vibrate something that lets you speak. This should be an outward only. Your tongue is a snake. It's going out. The only thing you should really ever be ingesting is perhaps through your nose, and occasionally you take. This is why when you look in the ancient world, that if you went somewhere, the first thing they would do is you'd walk everywhere. So they would bless your feet with oils. They would anoint you with oils, and then you might take water into your mouth. But usually that water was to gargle and spit, because your body was already the temple. You don't put anything in, you don't take anything out. I mean, that's old ancient shit. But the best you can do, like, cause you're this from your lips to your ass, like, how often do you really want to take a shit? Like, hey, it's glorious to take a shit. You know why? You know why you get that little spine tingly thing that happens? It's like a from your coccyx, from your, the 5 bones that are fused together down there. That's when you came out the womb. There was 5 bones. That was your tail that fused together. Then you got your 33 vertebrae that come up and meet with your 32 teeth. But then this one vertebrae here was your skull. So you have 32, and then you got this 5 fused together as your physical reality. It's going to go off into another realm here. But the reason when you poop that you get that spine tingling feeling is because you've just released your bowels, and bowels like, thank you, I ate something, and you release it back onto the earth, bowels domain, Julius Caesar's realm. If you fast, you fucking literally float. You don't need to do shit. There's nothing you need to do. If you fast, you just consume some water, maybe, float around and stare at the sunshine. Then you just come back down, you eat some things, and then you shit on the ground. Where the fuck is it supposed to go? But as soon as it goes through you, as soon as it gets out of you, you feel it's the Shakti that runs up your spine. It's like Kundalini. It's a very minor portion. It's a subdued version of Kundalini rising up the spine. When you eat something, you don't feel Kundalini. When you shit and it comes out of you, Kundalini rises up your spine into your skull, and you go, oh, wow. Here's a question. Would you rather have this is a friend of mine, we used to say this. Would you ever have when you're drinking all day and you have that really good piss, and you go, oh, and you put your hand against the wall and you're just pissing and you're going, yeah. And if you're a chick, you sit down and you go, oh my god, it's so fucking good. Or would you ever have that one heavy dump chill? Would you trade in the piss, which you do, 5-6 times a day? I don't know how many times you piss a day. Would you trade that in for one solid dump that you get that whole thing? Or would you take the piss all the time? So you can never piss again, or you can never shit again. Which one you take? You understand the question, yeah? Oh yeah, and hey David, yeah, everything that's around beer, wine, liquor, it's a good time. Of course it's gonna go haywire sometimes, but like shit, I'm around people that drink coffee and they're completely nutso. I'm around people that eat and they're fucking out of their minds, like completely. The only normal people I know are the people that are willing enough to explore the spirit. Have a beer with me. Everyone's like, oh, I'm better for having not drank beer. And then they're on some sort of drug and they drink coffee and they smoke cigarettes. I'm like, well, what did you do? You just traded in beer for coffee and cigarettes? Because the chemicals in the coffee bean and the chemicals in the cigarettes are way worse than just consuming a beer. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Scotch and bourbon? Oh, Ninja, you got Scotch and bourbon? Bourbon. Let's go bourbon because Scotch is for nighttime. The Scotch is nighttime. It's fancy. You got to put it in a glass. Bourbon is like we go to Bourbon Street right now. We can just get all fucked up and have a fun time. Kaylin, you'd rather piss. Really, really, Denise, you'd rather take the piss goodness. Junie, the beer buzz is the best buzz. Yeah. You know what? Truthfully, I hate when people say that. Frankly, truthfully, I really so much enjoy a good shit. It's the best. I really, really I like taking a piss, but it's so standard. It's modus operandi for my life. Like if I piss somewhere, I'm gonna piss all over you. Like I'm gonna piss on you. But like when you really get to shit on someone, when you really just get you just and you got grind in there, and then when it releases, you go, that shit is the best. You gotta every once in a while feed you have to feed Baal. That's the whole thing. Baal, like BA'Al Baal, Lord, the lower down Baal. You have to feed him sometimes. You can't always just be like, here, have some beer, have some liquid. He's like, feed me, Seymour. Okay, you can have something, I guess. I mean, he'll still exist. The long pisses? Yeah. Yeah, the long pisses are nice. You know what's funny is sometimes I'll wake up in the morning and I do not have to piss. I just wake up and I'm like, okay, let me go back to my dream world, and then I'll lean over and I'll keep my eyes. Here's a little lesson: keep your eyes closed and keep your mentality on your dream so you can rewind it. And I'll lean over and I'll grab my glass of water or whatever is next to me, and I'll drink it, and then I'll try to go to sleep. And within a couple minutes, I will have to piss, like a lot. Like when I wake up, I'm like, I literally don't have to piss. And I'm like, a little dehydrated, and I'll drink just a little bit, and then I'll piss out a gallon. It's really weird. Is there something wrong with me? Yeah, Denise. Bowel is the word. Okay, I'm not gonna do the elbow is bowel is vowel is bow. That's a long one that I don't want to do right now because it's a poem and it's really well put together, and I think I'll ruin it if I try it right now. I'd have to go over it in my head. It's about the angels, and bowel and vowels and elbow. I've done that talk many times too. We'll get into that. Maybe give me a minute. Let me. Hold on. Oh, and all of you tards in here. It says there's 10 people here, and I have 3 thumbs up. If I knew you in person, I would break your thumb off and shove it up your ass for not giving me a thumbs up for this, because this has got to be one of the most enlightening, amazing, and humorous talks I've ever given, and you can't even give me a thumbs up. If you didn't give me a thumbs up, you seven cockamamie bullshit motherfuckers. If you didn't give me, I'm taxing your asses. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, donate to me. You could give me a thumbs down if you want. Is that even allowed anymore? As long as you give me a donation, just so I can buy some beers to be entertained tomorrow. It's a goddamn circus out here. Kaylin Barker. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I don't. I mean, I just do it. Whenever I say that, it's for no good reason at all. It's just something to say to fill up some space, because like nobody listens to me really. Important people listen to me, but it's not going to affect if I have like 6 or 8 likes on a video. It's not going to really affect whether or not people pay attention. I don't have control over the algorithm yet. Well, thank you. You know what? More than anything, I appreciate people that show up and listen. And anything you imagine this. Imagine if I was like a living, walking encyclopedia of knowledge of everything, that I could access ancestral knowledge instantaneously. Yes, I did a little. That was for effect there. May or may I might be able to. I don't channel things. This is just me. I might be a lot older than I tell you I am. Yeah, I mean, you know what's funny is, like I'm so seriously funny. Like I'm so funny about my seriousness, and I'm so serious about my funny. It just my dog. If you didn't know, I had a dog. Her name was Meatwad. But when I got her, she was a black pit bull with a white star on her chest. And when she was when I adopted her, I guess, because I obviously, you can only adopt dogs, right? Because you can't make them, so you can only adopt them. Uh, her name was Dog Star, which is Sirius satellite system, Dog Star. And I changed her name to Meatwad, which was out of complete, I don't know, because Meatwad is the craziest, funniest thing on Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Oh, burps are so good. Oh, I went from a 5 drunk to a 3 drunk. Cool. So, anyways, yeah, Sirius is big business, boy. Uh-oh, there's the wind. See, I burped and it gets windy out. What's this? Stop that. Stop all that. Uh-oh. Oh, you can play? You can play?
I used to.
No, you are right now. Not I used to. You're doing it right now. Get in there. Thank you. I know this tune. All right, so you want to see where I'm sitting right now? Here's how I'm sitting right now. Check it out. Just sitting here with 3 fucking beers sitting in front of me, look like a jackass in front of the beautiful landscape. Look at all this. You guys want to go feed the? You want to feed the swan in a second? Fucking just hanging out with beers. What's up, light years? How we doing over here? Am I looking normal? Wi-Fi headaches while fasting. Hey, y'all.
Boys.
Wi-Fi headaches when fasting. What was as soon as you're not around like the technology and you're not eating and stuff, and you're like your resonant frequency changes, if that makes sense. So like it's like some nights I want to listen to music while I'm sleeping, but if the phone is too close to me, I'll wake up odd hours. But if I just turn, like when we had a hurricane and it shut all the power off in the city, the silence was like for a minute was deafening, but then became the most gorgeous thing. But then you're gonna be radiated all sorts of frequencies and radio waves and modulations everywhere all the time. Like if you're in the sun, it's modulating a bunch of frequencies to you. So I hear what you're saying, like the headache from it. I think that's just your brain cleaning itself out. It's like healing is painful. It's hell. Healing is hell. That's the word. Hey, is that Junie? What? Hey, what up, Junie? Hey, Junie, Daylight. Do you know who the artist Daylight is? Oh. Do you know who Daylight is? Hey, Junie and Dave, I think I've sent you his stuff before. He's like the greatest battle rapper ever, but he has some tunes that are out of control. Daylight. You can't spell it Daylight. It's like delight, but daylight. Yeah. No, he's got bodies. Like, bag him up. Look up what he did on oh shit. Was it 93? No, which one did he do on? Just look up whatever comes up on him on a radio station. It's contemptuous. It's murderous. Hey Amanda, remember Meatwad's friend you found? Are you talking about the other dog that looked like Meatwad that I brought back to my house? Are you talking about that? Did I put that in film? Should I tell that story? Which is so hilarious. You want me to tell that story? Wax? Yeah, that wax shit is good. Oh, yeah. Keep on pushing on? Yeah. Oh, Neville Goddard and this chick named Nevolution. Look her up. It's an Asian chick that does all of his readings, but reads like she speaks the words. Her voice is very, very pleasant. Nevolution, yeah. and Amanda, do you want me to tell you the story about the other dog, the big pit bull that we found? There was this loved Meatwad that followed me back to the house, like a mile away, just hung out with us. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, what's up with people doing that? I don't know. I don't think they exist. People that don't drink don't exist to me. Because I guarantee you, everyone that doesn't drink, they eat the worst food that has chemicals in it. They might smoke weed, they might smoke cigarettes, but they definitely eat a lot of garbage. That is, like, at least this gets through my system pretty quickly, or your system, right? Where that food just sits in them, it festers. It just gets in their blood and causes a blood clot in their brain, boy. This will not do that. It moves things. Spirit moves things. Breathe and drink. What else is there? People eat too much. People eat shit out here. You try, yeah, Yadiko, you tried to be drunk? Yeah, don't try to be drunk. I don't try to be drunk. This is me and this is me normal. This is what you get. If you ever see me sober, there might be a problem. I don't know. Like the things that I'll put up with when I'm a little drunk. Like I allow for more disastrous, disharmonic, like insane bullshit when I'm sober, or excuse me, when I'm drunk. But if I'm sober, I would probably have murdered about 1,000 people. About 1,000. Like the kind of disrespect people offer on a normal basis. Like I would have choked people out, and I would have found their next of kin, their family, and I would have murdered all of them. I would have I'd put them all in a fucking gas chamber. Fuck them all. But when I have a drink, I go, that's funny. that's the difference. You did not like the taste? Yeah, you know what? You can't honestly say you like the taste of it's like people that eat fast food. You don't like the taste of it. It's just convenient. And it's not even that convenient. It's not fast, and it's not fast food isn't cheaper. It's not nutritious. You're just addicted to it. You're addicted to things that you don't like. You know what I like bitter things. You ever had any bitter things? You don't like the taste, but it's medicine. So I adore medicine. Because I'm a medicine man. Or you think you just really want to go and eat that herb right there? You want to go smell that flower? No, you don't really. Might not like the taste. Ugh. Okay, let me ask you a question. First time you ate pussy, did you like the taste? Or you don't eat pussy? First time you sucked a dick, did you like the taste? First time you kissed someone, did you like the smell of them? See, I mean that's the dilemma. Like the first time you do anything doesn't necessarily mean you like it, but it's like, okay, eat an oyster. How about sushi? Here, sushi. First time you ate sushi, I guarantee you did not like it. I guarantee it. Everyone I know that they really adore it. It's the thing. Like, I want to go get some sushi. There's something to it. But the first time you ate it, you did not like it. I ate it twice, and I was like, what is the appeal here? They're like, this and that. And like, I was like, I don't like it. And now, when I go somewhere, like, and somebody puts raw fish in front of my face, I'm like, I'm devouring this. It's like a... It's not a learned behavior. It's like how you should eat. You should consume hand to mouth. Like it's like anybody. If you eat steak well done, there's something wrong with you. If it's not rare to medium rare, I'm not your friend. I can't associate with you. If you don't eat sushi, I can't associate with you. If you think someone landed on the moon, you're an idiot. If you think that there's so many little qualifiers I have for people that as soon as you say the words, I just go, I have to disconnect from this person because they're a non-learner. That's good. That means your system's working good. It depends on, I mean, we could get deeper into that, like what substances, and then you'd have to go through like which one of your organs. Like you probably have a couple organs that are working right. Most people, it clogged up shit. So sensitivity is a good thing. Like most people are like, I'm sensitive. Like, why are you so sensitive? I'm like, I'm sensitive because I know exactly what you're about to do. And like, I'm sensitive, but I'm strong. Like strong sensitivity is, it's masculine, feminine quality. Like if you just like a pussy bitch and just sit there and like let people walk over you, well, because you're numb to the world. So you're not sensitive. So like if you ain't sensitive, I kick you in the head 50,000 times and you're gonna feel it. Dumb head. You know, that's retardation, is what that is. It's a retarding. That's like why people that walk into a building on fire put a fire retardant suit on. It means it retards evolution of being sensitive to things. So when you go to a school system, you become retarded. What I eat is classified information. Fresh chicken livers. The only I don't know. I've had liver. You know what? Liver and onions is kind of it's kind of a funny thing. I don't know the last time I ate it. Maybe like 10 years ago. But it's always kind of. I'm always like, yeah, I want to go get liver. I want to get liver and onions at like a dive bar, at 5 in the morning. It's $6 liver and onions, and I there's something that draws me to that, but I haven't eaten it in a long time. Okay, so what are we working on here? Let's get back to the reindeers. Back to the reindeer beers. Ninja, nobody. Oh yeah. Didn't a couple like maybe a month ago? Wasn't I talking about this movie? Yeah, it's fucking amazing. The superhero guy who's a comedian that also played Saul. That is, I knew him as a comedian, and he played this role as like a down to earth like superhero. Like the fight scene on the. Are you talking? Yeah, that's the one. The fight scene on the bus. Oh my gosh! Like that's real deal. Like that's not who you want to fuck with. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, like yes, yeah. We did. Yes. The bus scene. The bus scene is stupid. I mean, that's not, that's not to take away from the whole movie. You can't just say, well, it's a good, what, 4 minutes. But it is very explicit of how good the movie was, and I was like if you're into like Marvel movies and shit. But you're also into a little bit of like reality. Like that is real deal shit right there. And I'll put it on. Whenever you watch the Jason Statham, Keanu Reeves, You Killed My Dog, and I'm gonna run through 6,000 bullets and beat up the entire fucking Russian mafia, like da da da, like that's so corny because that's just not factual. But that movie, nobody, that's factual. That's real. It just was earthy. It really pulled it. People that don't like that movie, I think they live in a fantasy world where they believe in Hollywood. That shit made me go, that's real. I can accept that's a possibility of reality. Jason Statham is awesome. I'm not taking that away. I'm just saying, if you if you're really paying attention to the movie, yeah, what Crank, when he just fucking sticks some fucking I got 2 hours to live and put some fucking crank in my system and beat everybody up before I die. That's fucking weird. I mean, is it fun to watch? Yes. Would I watch that? Yes. Is Jason Statham a cool guy? For sure. I haven't seen Rampage 2009. Does Nola have a what theater? An N cool? Help me out with that. I mean, he just made the same movie 50 times, and I'm glad he did, because they're fun to watch, and I'm glad he's getting paid to do it. But like, all in all, like, I'm like, hey, in my top 100 movies, like, no, like, go watch fucking Fast and the feverishly masturbating freak show of faggots. You know, it's number 9 now. You can watch a bunch of fags jack off on each other. Nah. All of Britain's accents, yeah. It just means try to speak proper English the way that I do, but then just throw in a bunch of, like, just throw in a couple letters. Just forget about the T's that exist. Add an L where it shouldn't be. Put an R over here. Like, just start randomly throwing. It's a ruined part of English. It's like speaking the ruins without actually having any idea what you're saying. Like, go to fucking Australia then. Go be Australian. Go to Austria. Go to Austria and speak Australian. How's that? Let's do that. Let's make a movie where we go to Austria, speak Australian with a British accent, and then we'll do a twist, but it has to be very gay, as if you're from San Francisco. Let's do a San Francisco gay accent on Australians doing a British accent in Australia's outback while acting like they were in Austria. You can't beat that. That's clever. That's clever. Okay. Oh, hey, if anybody doesn't know who Mono Neon is, Moneon. Mono Neon. He used to play bass for Prince, and now he has his own voice, and it's fucking amazing. Go look up Mono Neon, and anything he's done recently. I mean, anything he's ever done is just otherworldly, but look up his new stuff, Mono Neon. Okay, everyone here. It's been more than a pleasure. I'm gonna go take a healthy dump. I know. Obviously you guys don't need to know that, or be there with me for this shit that I'm about to give to the toilet. I'm gonna go do that, and I would like you to explore the option of ruffling around in your pockets with your hands to find some tokens of appreciation, or just hitting a button and donating. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. It's in the description box. And my name is TsarXen on the Cash App, or the paypal.me/TsarXen. You can do that. And more importantly, take care of yourself. I'm probably going to come back in a little bit, but I gotta take a shit, so take care of yourself. Do well. Do good things. Be weird. Be non-intrusive, non-invasive, but also study the world in a way that other people cannot. And share when you can. The more you have, the more you have to give. Be weird. Be ruthless. Be absurd. And enjoy yourself. I will talk to all of you soon. Thanks for showing up, and I hope you enjoyed yourselves. Toodles. Oh, also, I probably will be back in give me 30 minutes. It's not going to take 30 minutes for me to shit. It's going to take, I just want to have a little meditation moment. Santo. Okay, fine. That's on my other channel. The where I shit channel.